guys, Tim Texas Wild Outdoors here. So I'm going to check out a little piece here on Lake Whitney. This isn't really boat only access, just a boat is the easiest way to get to it. The access for the piece that I'm checking is about 5 miles. The land access is about 5 miles down the way there. So I'm going to check this out up here that is just easier to get to by boat. And I think this would be a really good place come this year, because the main access, the park that would be easiest for people to boat over here, is closed this year. So there'll be less people coming over here is what I'm hoping for. So that's my hopes. I'm going to go walk around up here and I will check back in with you if I find anything interesting. I'm walking on a trail right now. It's got a whole bunch of pig tracks and a few deer tracks. Nice doe track, and just right after I got off the boat. Fantastic stuff. So I'll catch back with you here in a bit. Okay guys, so I just jumped a doe like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago. I tried to film it. I don't know if I did or not. If I did, then I'll edit it in there. If not, then we'll just go from there. But she was bedded, literally, she was bedded right here, okay? See if we can't get it. Right there, everything's laid over right there. That's where she was bedded. So you can't really see it from this angle, but what I'm going to do here, I'm going to pan this whole little cubby hole that she had here. Okay, first of all, there's an exit right there. Now I was walking over in here. That's what made her jump. And it's funny though, because I'll show you here in just a second. Let me finish panning around here. You got all this backing back here, all the way around her. She was sitting right here, laying down. It's a nice little round cubby that she was laying in. I assume it was a doe. I couldn't see very well. If it was a buck, it was a small buck. But all this nice little cubby hole, and then right out here in the front, the way she would be looking is open field where she can see all that. That's a 360-degree pan right there. So she's got all this that she can see out in front of her. She's laying down. She let me walk all the way through here until I got just past this point. And then I don't know if she thought I was too close, or if she just decided I'd gotten far enough out of the way that she could take off going this way and get away, which is what she did. She took off going that way, ran out of here, took off over there on the other side, and another doe joined her from over there, and they both just took off up in that direction, which is funny because that's the direction I'm going to end up going here shortly. Okay guys, so I found this nice little road, which makes things much easier to get to where I'm headed. I'm headed way back deep into this, and I checked. It is inside the public land property line, but just right on the edge. There's probably only about maybe 15-20 feet on this side that's still technically public land. But I'm walking down this road, and right back here I find a trail that crosses this really heavily used trail. And I looked at it and all I could find was pig tracks, so I just assumed it's just a pig trail. I think nothing of it. I mark it anyway on the map, but I'm walking along maybe about another 30 yards, and then I come across this other trail. This trail here is much less heavily used. I mean, probably so much so that you can't even make it out on the camera. But then I seen this right here, freaking rub in this tree here, and that, I think that's a pecan tree, so they grow pretty slow. So that was probably, I mean, it's broke off just above that, so you know, it's probably a couple years old or so. But either way, and it's got rubs on the backside too, so that's neat. I didn't bother marking it because, I mean, I'm like, well, I just marked the one down the road 15-20 yards, so I know it's here. I'll just bear that in mind. Well, I'm walking along and you can see this road is very dry, and you can see little tracks here and there. But then I get up here to this wet spot and the tracks start looking better. And then I get up here and look at this, these buck tracks down through here, walking beside this road, beside this puddle. Big old buck tracks. And of course, look at that, there's a coyote track following it. But big old buck tracks right beside that trail with the rub. And like I said, this up here on this side, I can't really go that way except for maybe 15-20 feet. But that tree right there might be decent. Okay guys, so I wanted to take a second here. I just come up on this and I want to explain why I'm seeing this here. I'm not really surprised to find this here. This is exactly where I was headed, expecting to find buck sign on my way out here. So I got a rub right here on this tree behind me, and then there's another rub right over here on this tree over here. But what it is about this area, the reason that I expected that I would find this buck sign right here is over here, all of this area, there's several ridges right there, right over here, right over here. It all just kind of comes down right here, actually right over there. Right over in there is where it actually meets. But that's what I was expecting to find. I spotted this on the topo map, so I wanted to come over here and check it out, and I'm not the least bit disappointed. I found exactly what I expected to find. So I mean, there's plenty of places here that I could set up, and there's clearly bucks moving through here. I mean, I see more rubs just looking through the trees right there. There's plenty of rubs there. But I'll show you in the video the way the ridges all come down. I probably won't show you this area, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's just a whole bunch of ridges where they all kind of taper off in this one little area here. So that is what I expected to find, and what I found is buck sign here. So keep an eye out when you're looking at your topo maps. Keep an eye out for things like that where all your ridges dump into one little area there. Something about the way the thermals work in that, it makes the deer want to go through there. Okay, so let's walk up this way. and see what else, what other kind of buck sign we can find. Alright, looky here. It's not much of a rub, but this has clearly been rubbed. And there's another rub right up here. There's a rub right there. And then look at this rub. These are kind of low. Probably a two-year-old buck did these. Rub there. This tree's been rubbed. This tree's been rubbed. Okay guys, so basically I just followed that trail all the way. I followed it, it went up by the fence and just walked down the fence, and then it come down the hill a little bit. I'm about maybe 60 yards, maybe 70 yards straight line from where I found all those rubs in that clearing area, or the place with the least amount of underbrush. But I was following the trail, and I literally followed it right back to the bed. I don't know if y'all can see it very well or not, but basically that right there is the bed. You can see it's got that backing right there. And I mean, I found deer hair in there and everything. It's definitely being used. He's got another trail. He gets up and goes out that way, and he can go either that way and follow the trail I came in on, or there's another trail that it heads up that way up to the fence, and I'm guessing probably jumps the fence right up there somewhere. I can't really tell from here. It's just a guess though. I can't make it up through that. That's too thick for me and with my backpack. But that's uphill right there. He's sitting on a little ridge here, a little plain, basically. Something that you'll see on the topographic map where the lines just kind of make a loop. Instead of dropping straight down, they kind of just, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's sitting on a little plain here, and he's looking out over this field. Now, I'll put this camera right here about where his head's going to sit, and you can imagine, just picture that with no leaves out there. I mean, you can't really tell right now with all these leaves, but it's an open field out there. Okay guys, I'm still catching my breath here, but I just wanted to show y'all a transition line. The difference is really clear right here. This is a transition line where the trees stop and the field starts, and then here's another transition line where the low stuff stops and the high stuff starts. All out there is going to be bedding for the summertime for sure. Probably even during the winter or fall, they'll bed out in that because that stuff's so tall. I'll show you a video of me walking through it with the GoPro on my chest, and that stuff is taller than me. But you can tell this stuff here, the deer are coming from these woods here, coming out and eating along this field edge here. You can see all this stuff here is nipped off at the top, and how much shorter it is from the deer stepping out here and eating it. It's 6:30 nearly. Sunset's at 8:30. So I got to get the boat back to the boat ramp by then, because I did not bring my light. Got about a couple mile trek back, so I'm probably going to hurry, push through, try to get there as quick as I can. Some big old pigs out there. Too bad I don't have my bow. That was funny. Man, if I'd had my bow, I could have shot 2 pigs already on the way out. Actually. Not a bad scouting trip. If I could just see any deer. Walking down that transition line back there to get out, I come across a buck track. Took a picture of it for Onyx, mark the location. I'll see if I'll see if I can't transfer that picture to the video somehow. I don't know. It's the first time I've used a picture feature on Onyx. So. But yeah, it's a huge buck track. I was walking right out of a group of oak trees towards the field. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Catch you next time.